When I got knocked out, somebody had come up to me and they said, well, don't be so down, it's not the end of the world. And I was like, actually, that's exactly what it feels like, the end of the world, you know? You put your heart and soul into it. Everything physical, mental, emotional, you put everything into it. And, you know, being on in the spotlight as she has, it's, you know, people go from having you here and then to just smashing. So there's a little bit of passion there, but not enough that I would change any decision. I mean, let's be real with that. You know, I wouldn't change it for a second. If I had a chance to do it all over again, that's my plan, is to finish with a knockout. But it is. It's a very sad place to be, and I've been there. And so there's a little bit of compassion for that.
You've had rematches before in your boxing career. What do you feel like is the key to a rematch? You know, because obviously, you know, whether you fight Misha next, you're going to eventually fight Ronda at some point. What is the key to getting mentally ready for it? Because I know it's hard to top your last performance, so I know you can't think that way, but what is the key to a rematch?
I always feel like they're coming for me twice as hard as they were the first time, especially if they're coming from a loss and coming back. And it's going to be a different fight. They've not only watched my film, they've felt my strength, they've felt my powers, they've felt my movement, experienced me in the ring with them. So it is. This will be my first rematch in MMA, and she's felt my clinch, she's felt the punches, she's felt the movement, so she'll be able to be more prepared the second time around. So it'll be a completely different fight. They're never the same.
Holly, when you've been in so many different fights in so many different disciplines, when you look back at that fight, was that your most complete effort as an athlete? I mean, when you think about what in the middle of it, and then when you look back at the film and everything you did, was that you putting everything together that you know as an athlete?
So everything we practiced played out in the fight, and not every fight is like that. Sometimes you practice a certain way, and you get in there and you have to make so many different adjustments. Sometimes it's just maybe one little adjustment, but everything we did was playing out. So, you know, a lot of times in the fight I would just hear my coaches saying, stay focused, because pretty much keep to the plan, just stay focused. Like what we worked on is working, so just stay focused. And so yes, everything played out, but I don't feel that that's my full potential. I never feel it's full. If I feel like that's my full potential, then I should retire. That means that I don't feel like I'm going to get better. So no, I don't feel like it's my full potential. It was a very dominating performance, but it also is its own fight. Every fight's different, every matchup's different, and it's going to be a whole different fight the next time around. There's things I look at in the fight and I think, oh gosh, you know, good thing I didn't get caught here, and there's mistakes that I made, and I want to get better at it. I always want to perfect.